Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about the structure of antibody. Antibody, also known as immunoglobulin, it is a Y-shaped protein produced by our body immune system. When it detects a harmful substance in our body, harmful substance means like bacteria or virus, immediately our body produces antibodies. The production of antibodies is a major function of the immune system and is carried out by a type of white blood cells called a B cells or B lymphocytes. Differentiated B cells called plasma cells. The plasma cells produces or secretes antibodies which binds with the specific antigen expressed in external factors and cancer cells. Now we'll see the detailed see the picture representation. The B cell differentiates into plasma cells and memory cells. These plasma cells secretes antibodies. So these antibodies binds with the cancerous cell. We can see the detailed structure of antibody. Antibodies are heavy. Their molecular weight is about 150 kilodaltons. Globular plasma proteins. The basic structure of all antibodies are same. Here we can see two types of chains. Two light chains are there, two heavy chains are there. Then here two regions also there. The anterior rounded representation is there. No, they are the variable regions. So these posterior parts are they are nothing but of constant regions. The human immunoglobulin G, IgG, may be considered as a typical example of the basic antibody structure. Like any other immunoglobulin, IgG consists of two light chains and two heavy chains. A study of the amino acid sequence of the light chain has shown that each light chain has two distinct regions. The carboxyl terminal half of the chain has shown, which contains approximately 107 amino acid residues, is constant in its amino acid sequence and hence called the constant light chain region or constant domain. This is the constant region, this is the variable region. Whereas the other half, namely amino terminal half of the chain, shows much variability in the amino acid sequence and is known as a variable light chain region or variable domain. This is the variable domain. The study of the heavy chain, which is twice the length of the light chain. See, this is the twice the length of the light chain. Shows that 1/4 of the chain towards the N-terminal region is a variable and is called the variable heavy chain region or the variable domain. Variable domain. 3/4 of the heavy chain towards the carboxyl end is constant. And there are three constant domains in the heavy chain. They are namely CH1, CH2, CH3. Further study manifested that each of the light chains has two intra chains. Light chain, this is the light chain, these two are the heavy chains. Here two intra chains are there they are intra disulfide bonds. Here two are there, here also two are there. In the light chain we can see one is in the variable region, another one is in the constant region. Then and each light chain is held to a heavy chain by a single interdisulfide bond. Each of the heavy chain has 4 chain disulfide bonds. Here each of the heavy chain has 4 interchain disulfide bonds. See here in the heavy chain we can see 4 intra disulfide bonds are there. One in the variable region and the other 3 in the one in the variable region, other 3 in the constant region, namely CH1, CH2, CH3 respectively. The two heavy chains are held together by 2 interdisulfide bonds. Two heavy chains are held together by 2 interdisulfide bonds. Then light chain and heavy chains are held together by 2 interdisulfide bonds. Altogether 4 interdisulfide bonds. 1, 2, 3, 4. The two heavy chains are held together by 2 interchain disulfide bonds in the hinge region. Being glycol proteins, the immunoglobulins have carbohydrate moiety. This is the carbohydrate moiety in them, and the carbohydrate is usually associated with the constant region of the heavy chain. The sugars which are commonly found here are fructose, galactose, mannose, glucosamine and sialic acid. The amount of carbohydrates in IgG is 2 to 3%. In order to study the functions of the immunoglobulin molecule, it was treated with the proteolytic enzymes, namely papain and pepsin. Papain digestion results in 3 pieces, 2 identical pieces, each constant a light chain and half a heavy chain. The third single piece consists of the 2 other 2 halves of the heavy chains still linked at the hinge of the disulfide bonds. The 2 identical sections or 2 pieces are called fab. Fab, which means this is the fab, which means fragment antigen binding or antigen binding fragments, since they react with the antigenic determinants. The single piece is called FC, the fragment crystallizable, as it is easily crystallized. So students, all of you clear? I hope you have understood well. If you have any doubt, you can post your doubt in our Google Classroom or in the WhatsApp group. Thank you one and all.